Kate Hudson is not holding back when it comes to love, relationships, and, well, the spicy stuff. And honestly, I'm here for it.
I love this. I want to do this. I want a sex show.
So here's the story. After 15 years of friendship, Kate and Danny Fujikawa had a light bulb moment. They weren't just friends, there was something more. They made it official in May 2017, and just a year later, they welcomed their adorable daughter, Ronnie Rose. Fast forward to now, and Kate is all in on sharing just how happy she is. In her recent interview, the 45-year-old actress got candid about what she values in the bedroom, and it's such an empowering take.
The best part about sex in your 40s, honestly, is the freedom. I'm not a big fan of performative sex. Sex isn't supposed to be pretty. You know, when you get older, you gotta have more fun with that.
Sounds like Kate's living her best life, right?
My cute man.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, this isn't the first time Kate has gotten honest about her love life. During quarantine, she openly shared how much she enjoyed being stuck at home with Danny when she appeared on Watch What Happens Live.
Oliver was saying that the quarantine has been very good, positive for his sex life. Do you find that too, Kate?
Yeah.
Then, the conversation took a deeper turn, and Kate couldn't help but gush about Danny.
I think it's even more than that. I think it's really positive for knowing that I'm with the right person.
That's the best.
There's nobody else I'd want to be quarantined with right now. He's just the best.
Sounds like quarantine brought them closer, both in love and in the bedroom.
If anybody needs me, I'm gonna be in my bedroom for a good, I'm gonna say hour 20, if he can handle it.
And from the way she talks about it, Kate's totally sure that Danny is the one. She has nothing but love for him, telling people, "He makes me feel beautiful every single moment of the day. Even when we have fought, his devotion to the family unit makes me feel safe and confident and secure." That's some serious relationship goals right there.
He's also just an incredibly supportive partner for me. That's a nice.
But when it comes to wedding planning, she is not as thrilled.
Don't have the same kind of like, oh my God, I'm gonna get married and I can't wait for the party. It's the opposite. I'm like, okay, I have to plan it and then it's gonna cost so much money and it's just a lot.
Even though she's been engaged to Danny for 3 years, Kate's not in any rush to tie the knot. In fact, she's perfectly content staying engaged forever.
The contractual thing is tough for me. I like my freedom and I don't like to be, I like the concept of freedom.
Kate's always been all about her freedom. In fact, back in 2008, she even said she struggled with the idea of monogamy and said she was ruled by her sexual energy. She even said, "I got into this very controversial discussion once. I was married at the time, and I was asked, 'Do you think monogamy is possible?' And I said, 'No, I don't think we are made to be monogamous. We are animals.'" Now that's a bold take.
I don't think we should ever stop ourselves from feeling excited by new energy.
And yet, despite her doubts, Kate also made it clear she could never be in an open relationship. She explained, "I could never be in a relationship that wasn't monogamous because I couldn't deal with it." It's clear, Kate may have had her struggles with the idea of commitment, but she's now found a love that works for her. But before Danny came into the picture, Kate's love life was anything but dull. Let's rewind a bit and revisit her past whirlwind relationships. Trust me, there's plenty of drama to go around.
Did I read this correctly that your therapist once told you to take a break from men for a year?
Yeah. Where did I say that? Yeah.
It all started with her first marriage to Chris Robinson, the lead singer of the Black Crowes.
Hudson and Robinson's relationship started fast. They met at a party in New York City at the beginning of 2000. Just days later, they were living together. Kate was only 21 years old at the time, while Chris was in his mid-30s. While the age gap was significant, it wasn't something that fazed the actress at all. "When I met Chris, everything just seemed to become very clear," Kate admitted. Their first week together was a whirlwind of romance, and Chris even went to buy Kate a diamond ring. He claimed that it wasn't an engagement ring, but just a small token to show his commitment to her. But that gesture of commitment soon turned to a walk down the aisle when they married later that year, only 7 months after they first met. Their relationship was moving at lightning speed, but it seemed like Kate couldn't have been happier.
I'm in love with him. I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, we should wait. I am madly in love and I want to marry him. And so I just didn't think twice.
Just a few weeks later, the actress won a Golden Globe for her role in Almost Famous. During her acceptance speech, she was beaming with excitement when she thanked Chris as part of her speech.
My husband, Chris Robinson, you inspire me every day.
At the time, her career was taking off, and Kate's popularity was skyrocketing. However, the actress decided to take a break from work in order to focus on spending time with her new husband. The actress also shared that being a wife to my hubby, taking care of him, was her favorite thing to do in her free time. I love being able to be a wife, making dinners and invite friends over and be able to make it all nice for him. It's a nice thing for a man to feel that, and for me to feel that I can give that. On the other hand, Robinson rarely spoke about his relationship with Hudson, and things weren't always sunshine and daisies for the couple either. Hudson admitted the beginning of their relationship was filled with intense fights, followed by quickly forgetting about the issues. In the beginning, we were so volatile. We were so in love and passionate, and then we would just hate each other and throw stuff around, and then we would travel to Paris for a week. However, things seem to have changed after the couple welcomed their son, Ryder, in 2004. The actress shared that their bundle of joy made them feel like they were now sharing something so gigantic now, and it was the best they've ever felt being together. Their baby made them feel like they were whole, like they were a perfect little family. Sadly, their baby moon was short-lived. Just 2 years after the birth of their son, the couple separated. A year after that, and they officially divorced in 2007. In an exclusive interview, Kate explained that the love she had for her husband had changed. The couple stated the usual irreconcilable differences when they announced their divorce. However, it seems like their split might have been a result of one of Kate's co-stars. Just before she and Chris separated, the actress was starring in her upcoming film, You, Me, and Dupree, and it was rumored that she was getting a little too close to comfort with Owen Wilson. While everyone always knew that Kate and Owen dated back in the early 2000s, it wasn't until a recent interview in 2022 that she actually admitted to it.
I've been there with a Wilson too.
It's so fun because when you're young, you're like, it's low stakes. You know, we're just young, we're having fun, we're all playing, acting, hanging out.
The pair met on the set of 2006 comedy You, Me, and Dupree while Hudson was still married to Chris. A month after the film opened, Hudson and Robinson separated, and Robinson filed for divorce just 4 months later. Then the bombshell hit the tabloids. Kate and Wilson were confirmed to be dating that fall. Given the timeline and her on-screen chemistry with Wilson, it was long rumored that there was a little overlap between the relationships. However, Kate denied the allegations by simply saying, "That's not what happened."
Well, I'd like to think it was because I was such a funny guy, but I saw Kate with like the crew and the directors, and Kate is always laughing. I think that's why everybody kind of falls in love with her, because you think like, wow, I'm really funny. Kate is always cracking up.
But their relationship was pretty rocky from the start, and perhaps it was because Wilson wasn't ready to settle down. Just half a year into dating, the couple called it quits, and Owen didn't take it well at all. It was alleged that Kate was the one that called it quits because she questioned Wilson's commitment to their relationship. The breakup came at a terrible time for Wilson, and in combination with the struggles with his mental health and his longtime battle with substance abuse, losing Kate felt all too painful. The actor felt like he had no one to turn to, and after Kate was spotted kissing Dax Shepard, he attempted to take his own life. It was an act that could only be perceived as a cry for help, and it left his friends and family completely shaken. Owen was found by one of his brothers at his home, completely dazed and confused from taking too many pills. He was admitted to a medical center in LA and was immediately put on medication. When asked to comment about the incident, Kate said, "Owen is such a lovely person, and I love him dearly, and I wish him beautiful things, health, and everything that he desires in life." On the other hand, she refused to make any comments regarding his troubles, saying that it was something that should be left alone and not discussed in public. Despite the attempt to take his own life, Wilson was soon back in a relationship with Hudson. She was often photographed wearing a huge diamond ring, which only ignited rumors that Owen had engaged and that they were planning to wed the following year. Unfortunately, their reunion was short-lived, and they split once again in May of 2008. A close source revealed, "It was a pretty bad breakup. Owen said it was a tough one. He definitely doesn't want to dwell on it. He wants to put it behind him." Thankfully, the former couple has had no bad blood between them. In 2012, it was reported that Hudson and Wilson had bonded over their children at the Vanity Fair Oscar party, giddily sharing photos of their kids. In the meantime, Kate seems to have found her true, drama-free, happy ending with her fiancé, Danny Fujikawa. They began dating at the end of 2016. However, they had already been good friends for 15 years. In fact, she met Danny while she was still pregnant with her first son. If you ask us, there's almost no better love story than falling in love with your best friend.
Most importantly, she's an amazing person in her heart and soul. So that's really where it counts.
It was seemingly unexpected for Kate. Danny had invited her to go for a hike, and she thought that they were just going as friends. Little did she know, it actually turned out to be the first date. But Danny made sure to take things slow. No moves were made on this first date. In fact, it took months for him to make a first move. And as a kiss on this bridge would have been nice, the kiss a year later was so much sweeter. The actress gushed. The couple welcomed their first child together, a daughter named Rainy Rose, in 2018.
There's just something kind of magical about her. She is just a little magical Fujikawa.
Nearly 3 years later, Hudson announced their engagement via Instagram. We couldn't be happier for Kate, and it seems like she couldn't be happier either. She finally got her fairy tale ending after quite a bumpy road to finding love.